the woman accidentally drove into a rock, never imagining that it would lead to her becoming the daughter of the richest man. When she got out of her vehicle to move the rock, a passing taxi driver mistook her for a street vendor selling milk tea. The driver had originally planned to buy a cup of milk tea, but he was shocked to discover that the woman standing in front of him looked remarkably similar to the missing daughter the richest man was offering a reward to find. Both of them had a mole at the outer corner of their left eye. Since anyone who helped the richest man find his daughter would receive a reward of $10 million, the driver immediately tried to pull the woman along with him to meet the family, but she pushed him away. She was certain that the driver had mistaken her for someone else. As an orphan, she could not believe she would ever be lucky enough to have such a background. Left with no other option, the driver asked her for a few strands of hair so he could have a DNA test done. After all, anyone who provided a useful lead could receive $200,000, which was more than he could earn from driving a taxi for 2 years. The woman knew it was not easy for him to make a living driving a taxi, so she plucked a few strands of hair from her head and handed them to him. But never in her wildest dreams did she imagine that from that moment on, her life would change forever. The next day, the woman woke up after spending the night at a bus stop. A breakfast vendor felt sorry for her and kindly gave her a steaming hot bun. This heartwarming gesture made her think of her terrible boyfriend. It turned out that just a few days earlier, her boyfriend had excitedly told her that he had found his biological parents and would soon go to the city to meet them and formally acknowledge each other as family. But after he left, the woman completely lost contact with him. It was not until a week later that a woman with a nearby stall came across an online livestream showing her boyfriend being recognized as the long-lost son of a wealthy family. Only then did the woman learn the truth about his identity. The woman beside her kindly warned her that men could easily change once they became rich, but she firmly believed that her boyfriend would never abandon her. After all, the two of them had grown up together in the same orphanage. Years earlier, in order to put her boyfriend through college, the woman had voluntarily given up her own education and worked at street stalls every day, spending all of her savings on him. However, reality soon dealt her a devastating blow. That evening, her boyfriend suddenly returned. When the woman saw that he was still wearing the same old outfit, she could not help asking, "Why are you still dressed like that? Aren't your biological parents billionaires? Why are you still wearing your old clothes?" Her boyfriend quickly explained that his family was actually just an ordinary household. Although they appeared successful on the surface, they actually owed the bank hundreds of millions of dollars. He also said that he would go to the rental apartment later to pack his belongings because he wanted to spend some time with the parents he had just reunited with. After hearing this, the woman immediately felt a painful ache in her heart. She realized that her boyfriend had returned this time to say goodbye to her. While they were lying in bed, her boyfriend suddenly brought up the $230,000 they had saved together. He said that he planned to take $100,000 the next day and leave the rest to her. The woman immediately understood what he meant. To keep him from seeing how heartbroken she was, she could only turn away and silently cry. At that moment, her boyfriend thought she had already fallen asleep, so he secretly took out his phone and began chatting with someone. Curious, the woman turned around to look, only to be shocked when she saw that he was messaging his ex-girlfriend. The woman instantly felt as though a dagger had been driven into her heart, and she could not stop herself from crying out loud. When her boyfriend heard the sound, he suddenly spun around, realizing that he had been exposed.